These are the masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Hello there and welcome to Azerbaijan. It's another setup video. I'm feeling a little bit rough, I'm not gonna lie. We're driving this Franco Colapinto in the MP MotorSport car. 3 laps to show you how the setup handles, how it behaves, what it looks like, where if there's any tips or tricks that you can pick up, and then yeah, setups afterwards. Let's go and get into this. So you know the drill by now. 5 red lights. Not good, not great. Getaway. Go down the inside. Hauger and Colapinto are obviously teammates. We have to be careful not to collect anyone. Problem is now with these cars going side by side, it's very difficult to make moves as they just block the way forward. And then they obviously really brake hard. So you just have to be mindful of that. I'll try and overtake them into this next corner. It's very, very easy to overtake the AI around Baku. When you send it like that. Very tricky part of the circuit. You don't want to do a Charles Leclerc, and I am stupid at it. Hence the reason I've gone the way I have with the setup. And you'll see at the end of this, lap time around here, average is about a 1:53. Obviously not on the first lap, because the first lap is a lap to get going. Car's really good though in the straight line. It's very, very slippery. Unfortunately, the AI are faster. I've said that quite a lot. The AI are just so quick in the straight line. It's difficult sometimes to compete and keep up, but that's the only way, in my opinion, that you get faster, is by continuing to fight at a level that you're weak at, and then eventually over time you learn to get on the throttle quicker, learn to get off the brakes a little bit earlier, as the majority of F1 games, the more straight line speed you carry in, or more corner entry speed you carry in, the faster you actually become. Lap 2 though, halfway through it, and we're right on the back of Barnard, lining him up for overtake on the last lap. That's if they don't pull off and do an absolute worldie down the back straight. Have to be careful, because sometimes they bunch up at that corner, especially in the longer races. Just be mindful of that. That curb as well, that's a skatey curb. You end up like a pro Tony Oaks. So just be mindful. We've got a hell of a run on Barnard. Catching him all the time with slipstream. Maybe go for a move into turn 1, but obviously I don't want to compromise myself for DRS. As I locked up massively. I think I've compromised myself with DRS. I have. Left him all the space in the world. But that's okay. Did a 52.1. I didn't see what the fastest lap was, but that's okay. It's quite a long lap around Baku, nearly. That was lucky. Me getting too eager on the throttle. Like I said, it's quite a long lap around Baku. Cars are really, like I said, quick in a straight line. That mistake I just made, because we're all prone to mistakes, was very silly from me. But this has been Baku. The setup is coming next. I'm gonna get absolutely annihilated down this back straight, but that's okay. And yeah, I hope everything helps. And I'll catch you in the next one. Setup's next. So this is what I've done with the Azerbaijan setup then, and yeah, do all that good stuff. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into it. So I've gone with 14 on the front wing and 3 on the rear. You can take it down to 13, maybe 12 if you feel like it, but you need that little bit of turning. So for the sake of this setup, I've gone with 14 on the front and 3 on the rear. It works really well. I wouldn't recommend going any lower than 3. You can, but the rear does become very twitchy, especially as tyre wear progresses. After like 20% tyre wear, the rear end does struggle for grip, especially around Baku, as it's a very heavy rear based on the tyres, especially wear. What I'm talking about. I've gone with 30-70. 30 on, 70 off. You can do 20-80 if you want. You can even go 40-60, but for the sake of this setup, I've gone with the traditional 30-70. It works absolutely fine. No dramas at all from that. On the suspension, going with left. Shock. I know, right? On the suspension, and I've gone with 41 on the front suspension, 11 on the rear suspension, front anti-roll bar of 21, rear anti-roll bar of 14. You need a little bit of roll in the rear, especially through sector 2. Obviously sector 1 and sector 3 is pretty much straights, but sector 2 is where you get all the twists and turns, 90-degree right corners, etc. So yeah, just remember that you need a little bit of body roll, especially in the rear of the car. On the front ride out, I've gone with 19 and 50. So I wouldn't recommend going any lower than 19, simply because there are sausage curbs, and if you hit them, trying to overtake a car, for example, you will skate. You'll end up like Tony Hawk's. Nobody wants that, because it's when you get on them, you literally lose so much time, and then you have to try and get off them safely without spinning into the wall, damaging your car. And trust me, I'm speaking from experience. And I'm going with 50 ride out. Again, you could probably go a little bit lower, take it like a 48, but there's just no need. 1950 is absolutely fine. So for this part of the setup then, I've gone with 41, 11, 21, 14, 19 and 50. Works absolutely perfect. Onto the brakes, and again I've gone with the traditional 99 brake pressure, 56 brake bias, and I'm only talking to ABS off users. ABS on users, you can use whatever you like, absolutely no dramas at all. And then I've gone with max tire pressures. This has been Baku. I really hope it helps, and if you want any see how the setup handles, etc., go and watch the 3 laps before, and if not, I'll catch you at Singapore. Take care. Peace.